What's going on, everybody? Cack and Balls here. Got a larger box to unbox today compared to what I have been unboxing. I got this particular item from a gentleman that I am friends with on Facebook, and I kind of threw out, asked him and says, hey, is there anything you're looking for to buy or possibly trade? And he mentioned he had an amplifier, so I was like, oh, hey, I've got a link that I'm not using. And he said that he would be interested in trading for it, so I went ahead and I traded him a link for a box full of bubble wrap. So, I'm just kidding. Basically, I traded him the link for, that's a lot of bubble wrap. Come on now. Basically, it's still coming out. So I traded him a DSM link that I have, or had, and let me put this down. Let me get rid of all this bubble wrap here. Thank you for the bubble wrap, by the way, if you're watching this and you know who you are. Anyway, excuse me. So we went ahead and traded. So this amplifier is the 225.2 Rockford Fosgate amp. Newer than what I normally collect, but I figured, you know what, it's still the .2 series, so it's kind of right after the DSM, and I figured that for the trade, I can get more use and more mileage out of a amplifier than out of a link, because if you watch some of my previous videos, I currently own, if my memory serves, I believe I own 12 links currently, and I didn't need the extra ones. So this also kind of goes and helps out with, if I want to use an amplifier in my daily driver, then I have something to put in it versus using my older DSM amps. So anyways, I'm kind of rambling on right now. Trying to open this up. He did a really good job of packing this thing. Find all the tape. I don't even know where to start. Holy cow. Now let's tear this open and slide it out. I've always been kind of fond of these amplifiers too. I like the color scheme. I'm not really a big fan of the gold end caps. I know some people are. Some people say, oh, you're crazy, gold, blah, blah, blah. To the best of my recollection, the gold end caps were all for the power series amplifiers. You guys can correct me on that. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't normally collect this style of amplifiers. So basically what we have here is a Rockford Fosgate Punch 225.2. It's actually pretty clean. It's got some weird markings on it, and you can see these here. Like, they're not runs in the paint. It's almost like the paint's kind of worn off. Same thing over here. These aren't original to it, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I don't expect to end up finding, 100%, amplifiers and stuff like that. I understand things get messed up. So, still has the seals on the back. So the warranty seals. The nice thing is they're not doubled up, so it's never been sent out and been refurbished. The sticker back here is still intact and in place. Let me get this bubble wrap and put it back up here. We'll pop this. For those of you that don't know, this area here is where the crossover card goes. So on these older amplifiers, these are covering your crossover card. So there's a card in here that, depending on how you flip it around, let's see if I'll zoom in on this here. Depending on how you flip it around, this is going to be full range. So this is all your highs, mids, pass-through signal for the most part. Low pass is going to be for your bass. High pass will be for your highs. So if you're running like just a pair of tweeters or a smaller pair of speakers, you want a high pass. I've actually heard people use high pass on their amplifiers if they're running like a component set. I'm not totally sure if that's a legit thing or not. But anyway, so this is your card. Zoom in here. And depending on how you, whenever you look at it, this one, I don't know if you can see it, it says HP right here. And then on this side, if we flip it around this way, it says LP. Right there. So this designates as to how you flip the card around to end up getting your high pass, low pass signal. All of these cards are 100 hertz from Rockford Fosgate. So unless you know for a fact that it's an aftermarket card, that it's going to be 100 hertz. So basically on this, we're going to put it in low pass. So I'm looking for the designation with the LP down, and I will insert it into the slot. I'm going to put the cap back on it. So I'm going to get this tested up. I'm not going to do a gut shot video on this one since it is sealed, but yeah, a little bit longer unboxing video than what I wanted to, but you know, sometimes people pack things really well, and this is one of those times. So thank you very much if you're watching this video. I'm just going to call him Bubba. Bubba, thank you very much for the trade. I'll get this fired up and see how it sounds, and other than that, have a good one, guys.